Woo! What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Sunday. I wanted to bring a guest. Someone luckily came to visit us this weekend. Happy belated birthday to Weston. And he's going to be breaking down the top 10 stocks that you guys all see value in. And we're just going to be sharing your opinion with you. If you guys ever want to tune on into any of these Sunday stock talks, please make sure that you understand that it's every single Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time as of right now due to daylight savings. So if you ever want to tune on in, just subscribe to the YouTube channel, drop a thumbs up, and we host these every single weekend. So we're going to be saying what's up to a couple of you that are tuning on in right now. What's going on? It's Batty Ramos. We got Sneezo, Rom. We got Jill, Oliver, Jesus, Just Kicks. So if you're tuning on in, just make sure you're signed into your YouTube account, and then you should be able to comment on this live chat. So if this is your first time tuning on in, I want to see your name. So we got Kayla, Six, Eduardo, Mark, Jesus. We got, where are we at? You want to read off a couple of the names?
Right,
you see any?
go. Michael.
You're yelling in the microphone. We got Mark, Todd,
Evan, Matthew, Gregory, Brandon.
Mina. There we go. Now it looks like the Matrix.
Holy moly. Good Lord.
Here we go.
Matthew.
We got the whole team here. So we got
The flabby gentleman. I see you.
Oh.
Spence.
Evan, Michael, Justin, Renee,
Muhammad
Chase,
Ali.
Andrew. Yep, there we go. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this little Sunday stock talk. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. We're just gonna have some fun, break down a couple stocks with you guys, and I hope that throughout this live stream, you guys can just cherry pick the stocks that you see value in, add them to your watch list, and set your alerts. At the end of the day, you never have to trade any of these specific stocks, especially if they don't meet your trading criteria. So make sure that you are empowered to be your own person. So let's go ahead and get started. All we ask you to do is if you want me to break down your top stock, post it in the ticker call out format, and we'll take it from there. So what's up, Ismail? Is that Martinez? Here we go. So we got Justin Da Silva with ticker symbol PLAY. So here we go. So what we got going on. So there's three main things that I like to focus on, and you guys can share your opinion on what is your specific list of criteria. I like to focus on stocks that offer a very consistent pattern. I like to focus on stocks that overall are bullish, and I like to focus on stocks that are good deals. So one of the things that I like about PLAY, so this is Dave & Buster's, is it's been consistently ascending, right? It just hit 180-day highs at 28.67. The only thing that this does not meet out of my criteria, and again, it's just my opinion, is it's overbought. It's not a good deal. It just hit 180-day highs, and you just have to ask yourself, it's not that this isn't a good stock to trade, it's not a good buy right now. So if you do see value in this, based off of recent patterns, you can see that it has pulled back to the $24 support level, and then it picks right back up to $28. So yes, we all hope that it continues to uptrend, but looking at previous highs and looking at previous resistance levels, it doesn't hold up here for a very long period of time. So I would set my alerts as it approaches closer to the $24 support level. You can get it for a better deal, build that nice little profit potential from $24 to $28. That's a 15% return in comparison to where it's at right now, where it offers more pullback potential than it does upside, in my opinion. What do you think?
I agree, totally.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So we got Tesla. I just feel like we're going to have to break down Tesla anyways. I've made numerous videos about Tesla and how I've been personally trading it. Oh my God, all these stocks just got added. I hate when this thing glitches out. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Here we go. So the first one was PLAY, and then this one was Tesla. All right, so Tesla just hit 180-day highs, and this was during the aftermarket trading session. I'm not too sure. I actually was going to make a follow-up video with this very aggressive sell-off. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I was up $2,000 on the day on Friday, and then this thing aggressively sold off. Because I only kept 50 shares, I was up still like $200 or $300. It sold off. I bought a very heavy position, wrote it back up, and you guys saw when I posted my profits, I was up 5.3K on the day, and this was in a matter of 20-30 minutes. So it doesn't surprise me that there was bad news that downgraded Tesla leading up to its addition to the S&P 500, but it also doesn't surprise me that it aggressively recovered, because we know that a lot of these hedge funds still had to partake in adding, before December 21st happens when it comes down to their Tesla positions. So very happy with the way that it played out. The way that I'm kind of treating it as of right now is I'm taking it day by day. I'm not trying to overdo it. I'm not trying to go in with a super aggressive position size, hold that overnight. There is no question. I think that we can all agree on this. There is no question that Tesla is overbought. It is a super hyped up stock right now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that because it's overbought, you can't take advantage of the opportunities that it presents intraday, right? It just means that when it comes down to holding it overnight, you can't be surprised if it begins to pull back, right? I think leading up to December 21st, so this tomorrow, right, Monday, I really would not be surprised that we see a nice little push. We surpassed $700. It's a huge milestone for Tesla. But shortly after, again, every single time that Tesla crosses a huge milestone, we see a pretty consistent pullback. Just like we saw after it did its 5-1 split, we aggressively sold off. A bunch of people freaked out. All I'm trying to encourage you guys to do is to be prepared and not be surprised. I'm still going to day trade Tesla. Am I going to hold as an aggressive position size overnight? Of course not. It doesn't make sense when something is super overbought to still carry such a large position. Again, that's on the trading side. If you're investing in Tesla long term, then the day-to-day should not really affect you, right? Because you're in it for the long haul. So 100% my focus as of right now is day trading Tesla aggressively throughout the day and then holding a small position size overnight due to how overbought it is. So I hope that makes sense to you. We got AA, is that AAI or AAL?
American Airlines?
Yeah.
Y'all boys better sell. I just canceled my flight.
Yeah, so Weston was supposed to fly back to Arkansas today, but he stayed in because he wanted to go live with you guys for the Sunday Stock Talk. So
I lost some money.
Yeah, American Airlines recently pulled back from its previous highs at $18. It looks like it's selling off, finding a support level right now at $16. So I see why you're paying attention to this. I think we have this thing up here where we talk about the 3 stages of a reversal: rejection, consolidation, and then confirmation. As of right now, we're kind of in that consolidation phase. We're not making lower lows anymore. But I would set my alert for the break above the EMA line. We're also not making higher highs. One of the things that we like to really, encourage you guys is it's still difficult to make money in the market, but it's so much easier when the overall direction is in your favor. American Airlines has been doing an absolute amazing job gapping up after, what was it? It was the news that Europe was going to begin its series of vaccines for COVID. And then that's what acted as the initial positive catalyst, and it's been shooting up ever since. So hopefully we can work towards getting back to business as usual. But as of right now, I would not be surprised if we pull on back to the SMA line as we have aggressively gapped up. So I would set alerts on both sides. I do agree. I see a potential reversal once we break above the EMA line. And let's calculate what that profit potential is. So from around $17 to previous highs, that's about a 10% return. Once it breaks above the EMA line, even if you capture 5% of that, that's still absolutely amazing, but just make sure that, again, you also focus on the downside as it does have pullback potential. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We got, is that AUPH. Alrighty. AUPH aggressively sold off. So now this one's a little bit different. First of all, this is just my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of pharmaceutical companies. I just feel like they tend to be very overhyped up. They always wait for FDA approval, and more often than not, they end up not getting approved. The overall direction is against you on AUPH. It's consistently making lower lows and lower highs. It did aggressively sell off. So I 100% see why you're paying attention to it right now. Based off of the upside, based off previous support levels and previous highs, offers about a 16 to 18% return. We have not shown signs of a reversal. Just because something is oversold doesn't mean that it can't continue to sell off. So this is why it's so important to wait for confirmation. You can set your series of alerts once it breaks above the EMA line, and also set your series of alerts if we end up making new lows. So we did test for these previous, we did test previous support levels right around $13, and it looks like that's where it's at as of right now. But don't be surprised if it continues to sell right back off. So that was our 4th stock that we've broken down. Let's go ahead and do 6 more. We got Evan with ticker symbol BA. Boeing is, I think, one of the most popular airline stocks that I personally have been paying attention to. Recently pulled back. I 100% see why you're paying attention to this right now. Hit 180-day highs at 244, absolutely killing it, right? Pulled right on back. Now we're trying to see if, based off of previous resistance levels, it can act as a new support level. So I would set my alert here, just like you would have wanted to kind of like set yourself up last week. People last week could have thought that, hey, it recently pulled back. You guys saw it still continued to sell off and it got rejected off this EMA line. So this is why it's so important that just because something is oversold or recently pulled back doesn't mean that it has to reverse. So confirmation is so important. And like we've said so many times before, it's the simple things in life that people tend to overcomplicate, and reversals are no exception, right? So I would have to say, out of all the airline stocks that we've talked about so far, Boeing is probably the one that I'm paying attention to the most, but that's just, again, my focus. So let's go ahead and break down another one. So ticker symbol SPCE. So this is that, what is it? Virgin Galactic, yeah. Recently pulled back. All right, I'm going to have Weston take over on this one and break it down. So what do you think about this?
It is pushing up overall, like it was.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So it hit
but it's sold off.
180 highs, yeah, at 36.25.
It did sell off recently.
Yep.
I think that, I see why you would look at it, for sure. I don't know if, like in my head, I think it could go either way right now.
Yeah.
But, it's got a lot of margin of return, but.
Yeah, so
what do you think? I don't know.
Yeah, so on the technical side, right, I would first look into what on the fundamental side is causing this thing to pull back, right? Because it looks like it's something more serious than not. It is testing the support at the SMA line, and we call these critical points where it can go either way, to put it in very simple terms, right? So I would set my alert for both the break above 26 and also the break below 23. Obviously, if this thing continues to sell off, there's no reason for you to buy right now, right? The whole idea is we want to partake or take advantage of this opportunity if it actually presents or indicates signs of a reversal. So as of right now, it is not showing signs of an uptrend. I 100% see why, and this is why these videos are so important, is it's to add stocks to your watch list that you see value in, that you need to follow up with. It's not that all of these stocks are great buys right now. It's that you can see potential, right?
It's
I think
a great
that we
one
can
to
all
keep,
agree.
for sure.
It recently pulled back. It has and offers huge upside potential, over 40%. That's absolutely amazing. Even if you capture 5, 10, 20% of that, think about that, right? That was at all-time highs. So I'd first look into the fundamental reason on why it sold off, set your alerts for indication of a reversal, and like we've said, it's so much easier when the overall direction is in your favor. I would have to say, out of all the stocks that we've broken down so far, this one has to be one of my favorites when it comes down to profit potential or opportunity cost, right?
This is airspace, like spaceship.
Virgin Galactic, yeah.
And then who owns it? I know this.
This is the
what's the guy's name?
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson, yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I thought.
You crack me up.
I know the stock.
I know the stock.
I know the company. I don't know the stock.
Yeah, SNA. So that is from Lisa. So SNA like the airport. Snap on. I'm sure you.
Come on now, son.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you do
Boy,
this.
come on now. Invest in the tools.
All right. So Snap on overall very consistent uptrend. You guys can see. That.
I don't. Okay, it's gonna sound biased. I have a car a lot, so. But I like this consistently uptrending and on a recent sell-off. Yep. But it's more. There's more upside in my head than for it to like collapse.
I think this would be, if you are someone that has been struggling to grow your account, trading penny stocks or lower cap stocks, you just have to understand that you need to learn how to walk before you run. And those are higher and more aggressive stocks overall. I think that this is almost like a perfect setup. And the idea of it, right? Meaning that it's a very consistent uptrend pattern. It recently pulled back, so it's a better deal. So it offers upside margin. It's about 9 to 10%. And then on top of that, it's been so bullish. And
I actually love this stock.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely add it to my watch list.
Yeah, so you guys can add it to your watch list. It's very simple. It's not like it offers crazy returns. It's not like, Virgin Galactic or anything like that. But it's consistent. It looks like it's been reliable. Yeah. It's been bullish, and it's a decent deal right now, right? It has that margin. So I can see 100% why you would add this to your watch list. Set those alerts, right? Just because it's bounced off the SMA line before doesn't mean that it has to do it again. So just make sure that you do your part in managing your risk. But very happy that you guys brought this one to our attention. I think Weston is.
Dude,
so
I'm literally
maybe you can invest in this, right?
Yeah.
And with the profits you make, you can buy a couple more Snap-on.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let's go ahead and break down a couple more. So we got Kayla with ticker symbol NIO. Do you know which one that one is?
Yeah, it's the
the Chinese EV company.
I thought it was pumped, kind of.
Yeah, it's definitely a hyped up stock.
Okay.
I personally think NIO.
This is a 180-day analysis, right?
180 day.
180
yeah.
day.
So you guys can see that it's
up.
approaching previous resistance levels. You guys can see that MACD and the RSI are overbought, so it's not a good deal right now. Again, just looking at how the volume has been dying out since it's peaked, I think that we're more on the overbought side than a good deal, right? I know a lot of people are looking into this right now for this thing potentially to be going up. I would not be surprised that we begin to make lower lows and lower highs. I think NIO is losing its hype, especially as more people are focusing right now on Tesla, which obviously is like the epitome of an EV company right now, and it has so much credibility in comparison to a company that's just getting started right now. I hope that NIO continues to go up, right? I think that we can all agree that it'd be amazing for Tesla to have some form of competition, as competition instills, creativity, but we have to be real with ourselves, and this is like, Tesla 10 years ago, right? They have a lot to prove. They're super hyped up right now. I would say that they're way overvalued. On the technical side, it sometimes doesn't even matter so much about their valuation. It matters about the demand. And as right now, their volume is, they're losing that hype. And I think that's what's really hurting them in making these like lower lows and lower highs. So I hope this thing gaps up. I have my series of alerts set for that. I just would not be surprised if it begins to pull back. So please watch your position size. And if we get proper confirmation of a reversal, then that's when you can decide to, better adjust your positions. So. Alrighty, let's see. So we got ticker symbol COST. So ticker symbol COST. So, all right, what do you think about Costco? So 180 day.
I like that one too.
Making higher highs, higher lows. Looks like it's testing the EMA line.
I like that one too, for sure.
Yep. Let's see. Let's wait for the break above 390.
So in the last 120 days, it's been pushing up overall.
Yeah. So I like how it recently pulled back. It looks like it's testing.
And it's common. It's predictable.
Yeah, 100%. So I just like the reliability aspect. As of right now, we are trading below the EMA line. We are trading below the SMA line as well. So I think that just for that specific reason, confirmation is still key. But based off of where we are at right now and previous resistance levels, it's not something that offers a crazy return. Yeah. It's about 4 to 5%. So I think that's why it's super, super important to wait for that proper confirmation. Here we go. So yeah. Well, one of the things that it sounds like you're probably just tuning in for the first time. But what's his name? K Bishop. I have more videos on YouTube than anyone else, right? So we do our part in trying to upload new videos every single day. When it comes down to that, we've pretty much covered everything. I've openly talked about that I learned not being enrolled in a course, right? I learned from trial and error. When it comes down to it, the time that I spend every single morning, it's definitely not something that I care to do for free, right? I already feel like I do my part in showing up every single day on the YouTube aspect, making those free videos. And if you expect someone to give their time away for free at your own convenience, it's kind of asking the question, then, do you really actually value your time? So 100%, do I think that our course is for everyone? Of course not, right? We make it very simple and very clear exactly what it is that we offer. I trade live every single day. Our Learn Plan Profit group are obviously people that value it, and that's why we show up every single day and being able to, provide that specific type of experience. And at the end of the day, right, we keep it simple with the idea that, work with people that empower you and encourage you to be the best version of yourself or whatever it is that you can be, right? And if that's for my YouTube videos, then great, so be it. And if that's not, then the amazing thing about this is that there's so many amazing people on YouTube that you can choose to work with and be a part of. I'm just one of many options, right? So I appreciate you asking your question. But here we go. We got ticker symbol TQQQ. We're going to do 2 more breakdowns. So 2 more breakdowns.
Hey, can you explain this to me too?
Yeah.
It's triple leverage, right?
Triple leverage. Yep.
Explain.
So this one follows /NQ, which is on the second screen what I have over here. So as of right now, the overall market is up about 0.17%. So something that you have to be very, very careful with this one as of right now is we are at all-time highs. Yeah. I would not be surprised if it begins to pull back. overall, the inverse is SQQQ, right? So when the market goes up, this goes up. When the market goes down, then SQQQ goes up. So as of right now, I would not be afraid to lock in profits on TQs.
Yeah.
But also, it's too early to tell if it's going to begin to show signs of a reversal, right? So I'll just set my alerts, follow up with it then, and keep it that simple. I don't know who would bet against the overall market when the overall market's been so bullish. So it's definitely super important to set those alerts, wait for proper confirmation of a reversal, especially while we're so bullish on TQQQ. So let's go ahead and break down 2 more, and then we'll keep it at that. So we got ticker symbol LAZR. I know that one was a really popular one last week. So LAZR looks like it was super hyped up. Again, this is 100% my opinion, but hit overall highs at $47.80. It pulled on back, and I want you guys to take this pullback into consideration. For all those that bought into the hype and didn't know how to manage your risk, I don't always just want you to think about the upside and profit potential, but you need to take into consideration, when hype is present and then it pulls back, the amounts of money that you could potentially lose. There's 2 sides to every opportunity, and you need to make sure that you have a clear understanding of that. This is a super hyped up stock. And with that being said, it comes at a greater form of risk as you can make a greater potential return. So from where we're at right now to previous highs, I don't personally think that we'll get there, but that's 54%. And it looks like the volume is only dying out. So I think that this is overbought. If the momentum continues, I would take it day by day. I would definitely not hold this overnight. But I would only, just based off of recent volume and stuff like that, I would not be surprised if this thing begins to pull on back. So please be very careful with your position size on that. Let's do one last one, and I'm going to have Weston take it away on this one. Oh, you actually like this one. ARKK.
Ooh, Kathy, what's up, girl?
All right. So what would you say about this one?
I'm in this. I've been in this. Actually, let me check.
All right, so ARKK, right, it has to do with, it's an overall ETF, right, and it has to do, focus a lot with tech. You guys can see that it's been super bullish overall.
It holds 10% in Tesla. It's got a lot of, but it's actively traded, so it's kind of like, she sells actively managed, so she'll sell off as things push up to, like, that she thinks it's overbought, I guess.
Yeah, so overall, very consistent, very bullish. Do I think it's the best deal right now?
No. I'm long haul, different ball game.
Yeah.
Like trading, swing trading, I wouldn't do it.
But the thing about this is, again, this is why these videos are so important, is if you do see the potential in ARKK,
long term,
then set your alerts. Set your alerts. Maybe when it pulls right on back to the SMA line, it's all about, taking advantage of opportunities when they make sense to you. And if they don't make sense to you right now because of how overbought it is, then don't sweat it. You have nothing but time. You're just getting started. You're learning, right? Especially if you do want to invest long term, set those alerts, allow that deal to present itself. And when it makes the most sense to you, then that's when you can pick it up. So I would set my alert for the break below 110, 111 as we get closer to the SMA line. And then also set the alert. Of course, it's super bullish. It just recently hit 180-day highs. And I think that a big reason of that is due to Tesla. So set the alert for the break above 130. So it looks like there's also still a couple of you that we need to break down your guys' stock. All we ask you guys to do is just make sure that you guys direct message us on either Discord or post it on the group alerts. We can keep it super simple when it comes down to that. So if you guys would ever like us to break down your stock, you guys can click the first link down below. You guys can refresh the screen. We offer a free Facebook group. We have over 294,000 members, making us the largest Facebook group for those who trade on the stock market. And also don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So other than that, I really do appreciate you guys just tuning on in, hanging out with us. I feel like we broke down a couple good ones. My favorite one out of all of them has to be the Virgin Galactic, as in the one that I'm probably going to be adding to my watch list and just setting my alerts, the alerts myself. So we'll leave it at that. Anything else you want to say?
Snap on.
All right, so you can see which one is his favorite. But I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that we earned your thumbs up. Continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Also, if you guys want to tune on in to our live trading session tomorrow, I trade live every single morning with our Learn Plan Profit group. Whenever it is that you guys have time, click the second link down below and learn a little bit more about it and see if it's a good fit for you. So I really do appreciate you guys. Happy Sunday, and wish you guys nothing but the best. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year